Alright, so on the very first step to the stuff that you're doing is you have to factor out the greatest common factor. So I don't know if you know how to do this or not, but I'm going to kind of just go over it like as much as I can. Greatest common factor. The first picture you sent me is this stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of show you how to do this. So here's an example. 6a squared plus 4a plus 12. These all have a greatest common factor. So what I'm talking about factor is it could be numbers or letters. So letters, there's 2 a's here, there's 1 here, but there's no a's here. So they don't all have a letter. So we can't factor that out. They don't all have it in common. But what you also need to think with the numbers is think to yourself, is there a number that multiplies into each one of these numbers? And hopefully you say yes. 2 goes into all of these numbers, right? So we're going to take out the 2. Factor out the greatest common factor of 2. Here's how you do that. You just write a 2 out here, and then put a parenthesis. 2 times what is 6? And hopefully you say 3. So 2 times 3 is 6, and then we just put a squared. 2 times what is a positive 4? And hopefully you say positive 2. So positive 2 with an a on it. And 2 times what is a positive 12? And you just put positive 6. And then that's your answer. Okay, so you're just pulling out the greatest common factor. Alright, so we're going to do a couple examples of those. Move this. I'm in my garage, by the way. It's like 5:30 in the morning. You better love me. Okay, so this one's much harder, so go ahead and just look at it. 5b squared c plus 10b plus 20b squared c. So let's look at the numbers first. Is there a number that goes in, that you can multiply into 5, 10, and 20? And hopefully you say yes. You can pull out a 5, which is true. So we're going to pull out a 5. But we're also going to look at the letters. So here there is 2 b's and a c. Here there's 1 b but no c. So we know that c is not a factor, a common factor. And then 20, there's 2 b's and 2 c's. So every single term at least has 1 b. So there's at least 1 here, there's 1 here, and there's at least 1 here. So we're going to take out the b as well. So we took out the 5, and we're taking out 1b. Okay? So 5 times what is 5? You could either put a 1 here, or you don't have to, because if there is no 1, then it's a 1. There's 2 b's. I took away 1, so there's still 1b, and that c is still there. Okay? So 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay? Plus 5 times what is 10? And that would be 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Here's 1b, and you took a b away, so there's no more b's. Okay? 5 times what is 20? And you'll say 4. There was 2 b's, but you took away 1, so there's only 1b now. And then there's still 2 c's, like that. Okay? This is very weird. You're not really going to see this too much later on, but that's the process. Alright, let's just do one more, and then we'll be done with this business. 3m to the 4th plus 12m squared minus 9m to the 3rd. Okay? So let's deal with a number. Is there a number that goes into 3, 12, and 9? And hopefully you say yes, it's 3. So 3. And then is there a common letter? And you should say yes, m. But how many m's? And see, this is 4, this is 2, and this is 3. So all of them at least have 2 m's. Okay? So we're going to take out m squared, because there's 2 of them. Okay? 3 times 1 is 3. I'm just not going to write it, but you could put a 1 there. If I had 4 m's and I took away 2, I still have 2 m's. Plus 3 times 4 is 12. There was 2 m's, but I took away 2 m's, so it's gone. And 3 times what is negative 9, and that is negative 3. There was 3 m's, I took away 2, so I still have 1 m. Alright? That's factoring out the greatest common factor. Okay? If you still need more help with that, please let me know. I can show you more examples or direct you to more examples. So just let me know.